We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Old World Wars.
Hey MiniWarGamers, welcome to the next episode of the Old World Wars. Cullen is back here today with his Skaven to take on Josh and the Vampire Counts. 2,000 points in the Dawn Attack scenario. Now if you want to come in here and play me in Warhammer Fantasy, you can go to miniwargaming.com/challenge to get all the details. 2,000 points of Cullen Skaven. We got 60 clan rats pushing the Grey Seer and the Screaming Bell. 35 clan rats with a Warp Lightning Cannon. 20
Fire Thrower.
Warp Fire Thrower, you're right. And 26 clan rats with a Poisoned Wind Mortar. We got 2 Doom Wheels, 1 Warp Lightning Cannon, 2 units of 5 giant rats with a Packmaster. We have a level 1 Warlock, level 1 Warlock, and a Battle-Centered Bearer. Magic items, we got 1 Warlock with the Doom Rocket. Which one's that?
The one with the yellow pipes on the other side.
So Doom Rocket. This one here has the Warp Energy Condenser. What do you have for this guy? Battle-Centered Bearer has Talisman of Endurance.
And Enchanted Shield.
Enchanted Shield, okay. You got 1 Warpstone token with your race here, but you also bought an extra one, so you have 2. And you got magic items, Skull, is that it?
And a Spell Scroll.
Skull and a Spell Scroll. And you rolled for spells, if I got these right. You got Blessed with Filth, Wither, Plague, and Skitterleap.
Yes.
Perfect. And 2,000 points of Vampire Counts. We got 2 units of 30 Skeleton Warriors with Sword and Shields. We got 20 Zombies, 2 units of 5 Dire Wolves, 30 Graveguard with Great Weapons and Full Command. Do you have any banner in them? The Screaming Banner. You have the Screaming Banner in there. Okay. There is a level 4 Necromancer. He also has the Spell Scroll. A Vampire Lord with the Armor of Silvered Steel, Talisman of Endurance, Aura of Dark Majesty, Fear Incarnate, and Quick Blood. And a couple of big bad Terrorgeist. Spells for the level 4, he has Invocation of Nehek, Van Hale's Dons Macabre, Raise Dead, Curse of Years, and on the level 1 Vampire Lord, he has the Invocation of Nehek. And the Vampire Lord also has a great weapon. I missed that one. Alright, Cullen won the roll-off for deploying first, so he has to deploy his entire army first in this scenario. And in Dawn Attack, he has to roll a die for every one of his units, and War Machines are separate. And on a 1, they have to deploy on the left flank. On a 2, they have to deploy on the right flank. On a 3 to 5, they have to deploy in the center. And on a 6, they have to deploy, you get to choose where they deploy. And he can choose to put all of his characters in a unit, so they're all going inside, or all in separate units if he wants. But all 3 characters are going to go inside the big unit. So why don't you roll for the big unit? Where's it going to deploy? 4, that's going to be in the center.
Cool.
The unit of giant rats. On the right flank, a unit of giant rats. Anywhere he wants. This unit. Center. This unit. Right flank. Warp Lightning. Right flank. Doom Wheel. Right flank. Doom Wheel. Center. Ooh, chicken camera. And Cullen's deployment. And now Josh is opting to put his Necromancer in the Zombies and his Vampire in the Graveguard, and he's going to roll. So why don't you roll 2 dice for the Wolves. We got center. Give me 2 dice for the 2 units of Skeletons, they're the same. We got center, what's number 1? Left flank. And we got 2 Terrorgeists. Right flank and center. And let's go with your Necromancer. I made you your Lord last year, eh? Necromancer. Left flank? Yep. And your Lord, Vampire Lord in the Graveguard. Right
flank.
Right flank, there we go. You are a little spread out, sir. Let's go ahead and deploy that and see what happens. And across the table here is Josh's deployment. Unfortunately, his general's way over here. We got some wolves, Terrorgeist. All the bodies are on this side of the table with the Necromancer. And I feel it's probably proper to say this is Josh's first game of Fantasy. He has helped me learn the rules better, but he hasn't actually played a game yet, so we're going to be gentle on him. And again, all rules errors are my responsibility, not Josh, Not Cullen. It's only like your 5th game, if that. 4th game.
Fourth.
So thank you guys for playing. Should be a good game though. Everything is my responsibility here today though, guys. And before we go on to find out who gets first turn, or rolling to see who decides to get first turn, Vanguard moves, you want to make any?
Yeah.
Choosing the Vanguard ever so slightly up. Now Josh is going to roll a die, and on a 6, he chooses who goes first. On a 1 to 5, Cullen will choose to go first.
Just roll that one.
Cullen chooses to go who goes first. Who do you want to go first?
I will.
You're going to go first? Alright, Skaven turn 1. Charges to declare.
No charges.
Alrighty. First Doom Wheel, aiming it. And moving forward 3d6. Not bad, 11 inches. Backing up a step, trying to find out what these woods are. That's cocked. They're number 5, that is a Venom Thicket, so dangerous terrain.
Joy.
And the next Doom Wheel. Trying to make way through these forests. Going forward 8. The Bell is going to move on up, march. Move 5.
Yeah, probably just 5.
Just 5. And if you hear a lot of power drills and power saw, that noise right there, if you hear it. Still construction going on, guys. And the Skaven that are partially in the woods, I think there's 7 of them in the woods. It's going to take dangerous terrain when they come out. I'll do my best to talk when they're not using the tools, but it's getting kind of hard to...
Move the mortar as well. 4 inches.
Mortar's moving up. And dangerous terrains for the clan rats. We got
Just
one.
one.
Going to move the giant rats. 2 dangerous trains. 1 dies. Moving up a couple inches. With the intent on wheeling.
Not on an venom thicket.
And the clan rats on this side of the board heading up to that hill. Warp fire thrower catching up. Giant rats. Just kind of move up a little bit. Trying to make sure his Doom Wheel is still closer to the wolves. And that is the end of the movement phase. Going on to the Winds of Magic, 2d6. Winds of Magic, we got 9 and 5 for Josh.
3 channels?
No channels
Nope.
for Cullen. 2 channels for Josh. We got 1 for him. And now time to ring the bell. 1d6. 2. Unholy Clamor, moving forward d6. 5 more inches.
Hey.
The Grey Seer is an attempt to cast Wither onto this Terrorgeist.
12, actually.
12? Ooh, you might be at a range.
Oh, don't I get it?
So that's not going to happen at a range. The Grey Seer is going to instead attempt to cast Plague onto these skeletons with 4 dice. I think it's 13 to cast, and you're definitely getting it with a lot. And Josh is going to use his Dispel Scroll to stop that high casting. The Warp Energy Condenser Warlock is to cast Warp Lightning onto the Terrorgeist. 2 dice.
It's 5?
Getting it with a total of, I think you're level 1.
Yeah.
So 8. Josh attempting to dispel with 2 dice, and he does. Now the Grey Seer's attempt to skitter leap this Warlock with a Doom Rocket, using his last 3 dice. Getting it with a total of, you're level 4, correct?
Yes.
So 13. Looking for 9 on these 4 dice, and stop.
Oh, jeez.
Going on through the shooting phase, Doom Rocket, Strength 10, shot against the wolf. First one, wounds on a 2. Kills a wolf. Next one, wounds on a 2. Kills a wolf. Next one, wounds on a 2. Kills a wolf. And this Doom Rocket is an attempt to restrain shooting. He is not, and he will be firing at the Packmasters. Strength of 10. 2 plus kills a rat. Whoa, 1 at a time. The next one was actually a 1. I picked it up. You wouldn't have panicked yet, so the last one kills a rat. And now panicking the giant rats. They are failing, but rerolling for the banner. That's cocked eye.
Low.
There you go, making it with a general leadership of 7. And the Warp Lightning Cannon is an attempt to shoot this Terrorgeist. Black die is the marking for his first landing position. Going forward 10 inches. Landing right there. And it just... So with that misfire, energy dissipates and no hits are suffered at all. And nothing else in range. That thing's mover fire. And that guy's not in range. I'll zoom in so you can see. Warp fire thrower not in range. Poison wind mortar out of range. But we actually have 1 pistol in range. So you're moving Fire over half range. Weapon skill 3, hitting on 6s. No hit. And that'll end the shooting phase. Vampire counts turn 1. Charges to declare.
Skeletons are going to be charged.
Go ahead.
Yeah, skeletons are charging the big unit.
We got charge reaction.
Hold.
Hold. Next one.
Terrorgeist charging the big unit.
Charge reaction.
Hold. And the dogs charging the big unit.
Shoot.
Hey, that was actually perfect. Alright, I'm really resolved that. You are over half range and moving, so 6 is to hit. Hey, you hit. Strength 4 on the whip on the pistol, is it?
I think so.
Wounding on a 3. Kills 1 dog.
Even if it was not that strength, it still hits.
And more chargers.
And Terrorgeist is going to be charging the wheel.
Doom Wheel. Doom Wheel is opting to flee.
3d6.
It's going to go
7?
7 inches. And because it's immune to psychology, it cannot flee. So it's staying right there. Charge distance for the Terrorgeist. He's going a lot. 19 total, so he'll definitely make it in.
No problem.
Charge distance for the War Beasts. Getting 6. Charge distance for the big boy, the Terrorgeist.
Low.
Oh, he's super in. And charge distance for the skeletons. Oh, they're not going to make it. Failing the charge on the skeletons, moving up 6. Not too shabby for them, actually. Going on to the dire wolves, going to march them. They are within 12 of the general.
So,
9-inch move,
yeah,
got
give me
a
a
total
second.
of
I'm about to
18.
figure that out.
No worries. Just going to move them straight up the hill here.
So we're going to go 1. Sorry. Skeletors are moving up.
Zombies do the same.
Zambi's doing the same.
You might want to leave room to summon more skeletons. You're summoning a lot of skeletons, are you?
No, he's going to. I want him close to the Terrorgeist and all those guys just for healing purposes.
Fair enough. And the Lord's unit is going to swift reform. Successfully doing so. So just spin on your spot. Going on to the magic phase. Winds of Magic 2d6.
Big bet
3.
3.
Channel for Cullen. One more for him. Channel for Josh. One more for him. 4 to 3. The Master Necromancer is going to use 4 dice to cast Curse of Years onto the big unit of clan rats. Not sure if you're going to get that one. Your total of 14 right now? Or, sorry, 15?
12.
Oh, actually quite low to cast. So, we got a total of 15 on Vampire Count side, and you have 3 dice trying to dispel this. And you're level 4.
Yeah.
So if you roll an 11, you stop it, or you toss your scroll. Cullen opting to scroll it and not risking the dispel attempt. Why don't you roll 3 dice for me, just so we can see if you would have got it. And you would have got it. It's okay. It's alright. Going on to the shooting phase, the Terrorgeist is going to try to Death Shriek the Doom Wheel. 2d6 plus 6 minus leadership for damage. So you have a total of 14 minus 7, so 7 wounds against this thing. I think you just screamed it off the table. You screamed so loud it just fell apart in pieces. Okay, so a lot of time has passed while we discussed this. We had gathered other people in the office into the room trying to figure out exactly how to do this. So this Terrorgeist is going to scream into the bell. Well, how we're going to resolve this is how Josh and Cullen have agreed to and accepted the way we're going to handle this. I know this is wrong. This is not accurate. But we cannot find an acceptable way to resolve this problem. So, Terrorgeist is going to scream into the bell. They're going to use the leadership of the rat, or the Grey Seer. And then they're going to divide the wounds or the actual cause wounds as way the bell divides the shooting attacks. Is that how we're doing this?
Yep.
So after we find out how many wounds we're going to get, on a 6 we'll go to the Grey Seer. On a 1 to 5 we'll go into the bell. So 2d6 plus 6. We got 8. So we got 14 minus 7 for the leadership of the rat.
So 7.
And we're going to roll 7 dice.
And it's what, 6s to him or 5?
And 6s on the Grey Seer and 1 to 5 on the bell. So 1 on the Grey Seer, the rest are on the bell. Now, like I said, I know this is not right, but we cannot find an acceptable FAQ or solution to this problem. If there is one, please let me know, because I really don't know how to handle this.
So 4 board on the Grey Seer,
He takes a wound,
and then
6 on the bell. It's going to take 3 wounds. Moving on to the combat phase, we got 1 combat over here. So the first thing attacking is going to be your Chieftain. You're going to attack the Terrorgeist. We have 3 attacks hitting on... Which weapon skill? 3?
The Terrorgeist is weapon skill 3, yeah.
Yeah, hitting on 3s. We got 2 hits. Strength 4, wounding on 6s. We got 1 wound. You have a 6+ regeneration. Hey!
Aww.
Actually, the Grey Seer attacks next. He has 1 attack, hitting on a 4. Wounding on a 6. Nothing. Then 3 attacks from the Rat Ogre on the bell, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 5s. For no wound. On this side of the board here, you want to include your champion over here, or do you want to include your champion on the dogs? Where's your champion?
he's over here. He's
Okay.
on the dog.
So you have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus additional attack for the Warlock. He has 2 weapons. So we have 12 attacks on this side into the Terrorgeist. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 6s. We got 1. 6 up regeneration. Taking 1 wound on the Terrorgeist. He's down to 5. And 11 attacks on this side of the bell into the, those guys, whatever they're called. Hitting on 4s. Dire Wolves. And wounding on 4s. That'll be 3 dead dogs. 1, 2, 3. So the Terrorgeist in attack now. He's going to direct his attacks into the Grey Seer. We have hitting on 4s. 2 hits. And you're wounding on 2s. What's your toughness? Is it 4? And wounding on 3s.
Toughest 4.
Toughness 4, wounding on 3s. You got 1 wound. 4 up ward. 1
6
wound.
up armor.
1 wound.
6 up armor.
4
4
up
up
ward.
ward.
Nope, taking another wound. And now the Dire Wolf has attacked the Grey Seer as well, hitting on a 4. And wounding on a 5. Nope, saving charge, wounding on a 4. No wound. And now the Terrorgeist is going to Thunder Stomp the unit of Clan Rats for 2.
Only 2.
Wounding on 2s. And that'll be 2 dead Clan Rats. Remember, these guys are immune to psychology, that's why there was no fear or terror test. Vampire counts are going to lose this combat by quite a bit. We're down to 1 wound, losing by 4. 1 wound on the Terrorgeist, and the dog just crumbles. That'll end Vampire count turn 1. It's like 4 p.m. We're going on to turn 2.
That's a joke.
No, it's only 3:30. So, Skaven turn 2, start of the phase, you choose to drink your Skull.
Yeah, so it heals my Grey Seer back up to his 3 wounds.
There you go. Any charges to declare, Cullen?
I think I'm gonna... might as well try to charge this unit of dogs.
They have to hold. Any other charges?
I'm just debating whether I want to charge it with the giant rats too. The giant rats are going to charge as well.
Into the same wolves. Okay, they're
Yep.
going to hold. No other charges?
Nope. I
Go
think
ahead
that's it.
and you can roll those. I guess you're automatically on both, I think. In and in. Compulsory moves. Moving on to the
Doom Wheel.
Doom Wheel.
Ooh.
Ooh! Going far. Being just shy of this unit of skeletons. Moving the giant rats into the forest, just to kind of reveal what it is. Go ahead and just put them up gently towards it.
Well, I'm going to walk them through it.
Oh, right through?
Yeah.
Alrighty. And that forest is going to be a fungus forest. Are you still in it? And opting to move the mortar, and that is it. Warp Fire Thrower is getting somewhere scary. Warp Lightning Cannon, aiming for the Terrorgeist. Magic Phase, Winds of Magic, 2d6. 3 channels. No channels for you. 2 channels, so it's 3 to 3. Ring the bell for me, please, sir. How many dice do you want to use?
3
Going for 3 dice on the bell.
doubles.
Doubles, what happens here?
Well, let's see. Right.
Placing the template right here and getting like 16 hits. Choosing not to try to dispel this at power level 5. We have 16 hits, wounding on 3s. And that knocks out 3 ranks of skeletons.
Yeah.
And because of the double on the bell, we're going to resolve that. It is D6, strength 4 hits against the unit, 6 wounding on 3s. And we got 4 dead clan rats. You have 6 plus armor save against that one. So they're all dead. And you would have had a 6 plus armor save against these. So backing up a step, any 6s will get them a body back. Getting 4 more skeletons back. Not bad. The Grey Seer is trying to cast a Skitter Leap on the Warp Energy Condenser Warlock. How many dice can you use? 1 die.
Just 1 die?
Whew, total of 10. For Josh and everybody watching, he can take that model and put it anywhere on the table if it goes off. Josh attempting to stop Skitter Leap with all his dice, and he does. With a lot of... I got no words for what I'm trying to say. Stoppage. Now the Grey Seer is going to attempt to cast Plague onto this unit of skeletons, and he's going to eat both of his Warpstone tokens. You're going to get it. 19 toughness tests on these guys, please. Every 4, 5, and 6 is a death. What? We got 11 deaths. Yeah, pull that back rank off, man.
Yeah.
There you go. And now in a 1, Josh gets to put Plague on another unit, and a 5, 6, Cullen does, and anything else, it ends. It is over. Poison Wind Mortar is attempting to keep whittling down these skeletons. Aiming right there. And going over 4. And that's going to hit nothing. Now Doom Mill is going to zap the skeletons. Misfire. Misfire chart is a 1. So it's going to take D6 strength 6 hits and rolls 1 less D6 on his movement phase. So how many hits you take? 1. Wounding on a 4. There's a wound. You have a armor save?
I think it's 4.
So they'll be modified by strength 6, so there'll be no save. And you are down to how many wounds?
4.
4? Not bad. Warp Lightning Cannon, attempting to hit right there.
No misfires.
It's moving forward 8, that's strength 8. So no matter what it does, it's gonna move to about here once you roll your next one. And it dissipates for no damage. So yeah, it wouldn't have been strength 8. The strength would be on the second roll, but it was a misfire. That'll be the end of the shooting phase. Moving on to the combat phase. Opting to go with this one first. We got giant rats. Go ahead and attack. Oh, I'm sorry, we picked the wrong ones. My apologies.
I picked up
Okay, we'll do them first.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
So you have 11 attacks with the clan rats, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 4s, and they're dead. Attempting to going to overrun with the rats here, the giant rats, moving 6. And they are staying put. Moving on to this combat over here. We have 3 attacks from the chieftain. 3 attacks hitting on a 4. Or 3 actually. And wounding on a 6. No wounds. Then we got the Grey Seer hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on a 6. And nothing. 3 attacks from the Rat Ogre hitting on a 4. Wounding on a 5. 2 6 plus regenerations. 6 plus regenerations. He is dead. And that will kill the Terrorgeist. And that will end Skaven turn 2, going on to Vampire Counts turn 2. Vampire Counts turn 2, charges to declare.
Skeletons are going to charge the
Can't
wheel.
do that. I'm just kidding. He's going to hold.
These guys are going to charge the big unit.
You're going to hold.
You're going to hold. You can stand and shoot.
I will stand and shoot.
Might as well fire 2 shots. Hitting on 6s. No hits. Looking to roll 5 on 2 dice to make the charge. Fails the charge.
Ouch.
That's going to be painful. And this one you're automatically in.
Yep. So we're going to... Boop.
Why don't you just move forward 3 on those guys?
He's
Remaining moves.
going to be flying himself to...
Was in range of the general's leadership bubble.
Right about there.
Vampire Lord is going to march on forward and maybe get into this fight. 8 inches. And attempting to march wheel first the zombies.
Before there.
And there's your 8 inches. And back it up because you can't march. Forgetting
Good
some of the
point.
rules of the armies I play. Those of you unfamiliar with the Vampire Count's rules, you can only march if you're within 12 of the general. Winds of Magic. 8. You have 2 channels. Calling your channels ready? No channels for the Skaven player. No channels for the Vampire Counts. 8 to 3 or 8 to 5. The Master Necromancer is in a 2-dice Invocation of the Heck. Huh. I think it's going to go off. So, D6 guys are getting brought back in all these units?
D6 plus the caster's wizard
Yes. So it's going to be 5 for everybody, plus an extra D6 for the zombies. For the newly dead special rule.
7.
So we're looking at 9 for the skeletons and 10 for the zombies. And the skeletons did increase because of the Master of the Dead rule or upgrade on the Master Necromancer. And the miscast. Cock die. 6. So 7 zombies are going to take a strength. What hit? 6 or 10?
Strength 10.
Strength 10. 7 zombies, 1 on 2. 5 of them go down.
And the wizard himself.
And the wizard takes a wound on a 2. He takes a wound. And losing D6 dice in the pool. Not bad. Down to 5 dice. And now, what's the range on Curse of Years? Make sure we're in range.
It is an 18.
18, you should be okay. So now the Master Necromancer is going to try to cast Curse of Years
Plenty.
onto the Clan Rat unit. Needing, I think, a 12 to cast this spell. And getting it. Trying to dispel everything or throw all his dice, and we'll add this up. Cullen rolling exactly enough to stop Curse of Years. Shooting phase, the Terrorgeist is going to scream into the Screaming Bell again. 16 wounds. Oh, minus leadership, so 9 wounds.
Yes.
And like we did last time, a 6 will hit the Grey Seer, 1 to 5 hits the bell itself. 1 4 vulnerable save on the Grey Seer, he takes a wound. And 8 on the Screaming Bell.
I have to make a lot of these.
Whoa, you did.
2
whoa,
wounds.
It's still alive.
Whoa.
Grey Seer down to 2 wounds, Bell down to 1, with our method of resolving this death streak. Moving into the combat phase, grind attacks from the Doom. Not over stuff. From the Doom wheel, we have 2 wounding on 2s, 2 dead skeletons, no parries. And the Bell gets 2d6 attacks. He gets 4. Probably hitting on 4s. Weapon skill all 3 or 4. Hitting on 3s because skeletons are terrible. You got 1 hit. What's your strength?
Strength.
And wounding on a 5. Hey, there's a wound. You have a 5 plus armor save. And a 6 plus parry. You lose 1 skeleton. 4s for the skeletons to hit back. And 6s to wound. Nothing. So that will be a tie combat. They got a charge, a banner, and a rank. And we got 3 wounds caused by the Doom Wheel. Skaven turn 3. Charges to declare. Clan Rat's going to charge a Terrorgeist. He's going to hold because he has to. Any other charges?
I think I'm just going to charge into here.
Charging the skeletons. Well, they're going to hold because they have to. Is that it?
I might as well attempt to charge with the giant rats.
Giant rats to the skeletons.
Might as well try to
Sounds
flank them.
And that's everybody?
That's everyone.
Alright, let's start rolling them. We want to roll first.
Made it.
Clan Rat's over here.
So I can't fully close the door here.
Let's just
put the 2 dice here.
Oh no! So, he has to close the door to you if you can't actually swing.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Because I could. Do I have to swing as much as possible? Yes.
So what's happening is here. You're gonna move up. You're gonna close the door to right about there because you can't come any closer.
Yeah.
And put your models back down.
Yep.
And we're gonna count you as if you're standing right there. Clan Rats. Make it into combat first, for sure. The giant rats also make it in. Going on. Oh, any remaining moves? What does he go to the magic phase? Cause reasons. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep looking.
I'm fine.
The entire room is taking turns trying to see. Oh, I'm getting down here.
Wait, but I
see if this warp lightning cannon
it
can see.
depends where you're looking. Are you looking from the rat or are you looking from the barrel?
From the rat.
I'm looking from the rat. Look at the camera can clearly see. I'll zoom in.
Because that rat wouldn't normally be there in a normal model, right?
So he's trying to hit the units behind. He's trying to hit the general's unit. But all you can see
Okay, when you
is
see
a wing
when
and
you look at it through the camera.
So no, the warp lightning cannon cannot fire
It'll pivot this way.
at the general's unit.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's probably gonna be firing on this side of the table. Over here.
Wait.
Winds of magic.
Wait.
Okay, we'll wait. Winds of magic. We got 7 dice. You have how many channels? You got 3 channels left?
1.
8 dice for you. Channels. 5 for you. It's time to ring the bell. Using 3 dice.
Doubles.
You got doubles and you got a total of 14. The wall of unholy sound. Everything within 12 or 24?
12.
12 gets +1 attack this turn for the rat side of the board.
And all buildings within 24 collapse on a roll.
Alright, so
4+.
maybe that'll collapse. 4+. Roll me die right here for please. It's
Yes!
Michael Bay, eat your heart out. And then D6 rats takes strength 4 hits because of the bell. Roll the doubles. 3. Wounding on 3s.
1.
1 dead rat. Gray Seers attempt to wither the zombies. Needing an 8. Getting it with an 8. You gonna try to dispel this?
I don't know yet.
What it does is everybody's gonna be -1 toughness permanently in the game. Permanently. It's not a spell, just no more toughness. Actually attempting to dispel it with 2 dice. And fails to dispel. So now they're all -1 toughness. Gray Seers now gonna 5 dice plague into the unit of zombies.
13.
Oh, and that's definitely going up. Alright, so we resolved that right now. Give me a toughness test on your necromancer. Toughness 3 now. He takes a wound. He is down to 1. Now 25 zombies, 1s and 2s, they are still alive, and the rest are dead. It's a whole bunch of dead zombies. Miscast table. 6. Alright, strength 10 hitting against everybody in base contact with the bell. The Battle Center Bearer Chieftain is wounded, 5+ ward. He takes a wound. And then 13 clan rats. Wounded on a 2. 2's the wound. That kills 9 clan rats. Barely even noticing those deaths. And losing D6 dice, he has 1 left, so no more dice. Shooting phase, we got the warp fire thrower. Knocked over the base of that. It looks kind of funky while getting real close there. Trying to scorch the necromancer.
Moving up. Misfire.
And what happens with this thing? 3.
So it runs 2d6 inches plus a scatter dice, and if it hits impassable terrain, it explodes.
Fair enough. It is going 5 inches in this direction. Landing right here and getting nothing. Warp lightning cannon. Aiming for there. Hoping to bounce on these zombies.
I need that another day.
That's again.
Cullen, you don't need warp lightning cannons, man. They're terrible, apparently. So, if you go watch the previous video in the vault, Cullen also played against vampire counts with his Skaven. You know what? No spoilers. Go ahead and watch that one. Explain to our viewers how this is going to work.
What? I don't know what I'm explaining.
Well, you just misfired.
Yeah. So I gotta roll on my warp lightning cannon misfire
your-
chart,
Okay, roll your dice.
and if I roll a 1 or a 2, it explodes. It'll
6.
roll to 6, so I just can't fire this turn.
That's all?
Yeah.
So what could have happened?
Well, if it rolled a 1 or 2, it would have exploded. And then if it rolled a 3 to 5, it shoots. I roll a scatter dice and it points in that direction, and then it rolls 4d6, I believe, and fires a strength 10 large blast that way. So in theory, if it would have went straight, it would have went.
Crazy.
Oh.
Poison wind mortars in an attempt to shoot the zombies. Right there. Using line of sight from its parent unit. Go ahead and roll over here for scatter.
Can it put the template over the necromancer? Because it can technically see from this guy's.
Able to actually get right on the necromancer with the corner model. And it's going to go 6 inches. Landing right here. 1 skeleton will get hit on a 4, or wounded on a 4. And then we got 5 on, sorry, we got 6. Nope, more than that, even 5, 6, 7, 8 on 4s.
No armor saves.
Or is it wounding on 5s or 4s?
It's 5s.
Okay, so 1 on 4s and 8 on 5s. So the first one under the hole does the wound, and we have 8.
8 on 5s.
We got 2.
2 no armor saves.
to correct this issue. There's a rule in your book that says if the mortar itself cannot see the target,
Oh, it's double.
it scatters double.
So it moves.
So it moved 12 in that direction. So it hit the actual
wheel.
doom wheel. So doing this correctly, it hits the doom wheel and does take a wound.
4 plus. Oh, no,
No
armor
armor
save.
save. So he's down to 3 wounds. Moving on to the combat phase, we're going to start off with this one over here. And remembering, because the bell rung, everybody gets +1 attack. I guess that was like 3 minutes for the viewers ago.
Yeah.
But that was like 2.5 hours ago for us.
Yeah, just about that.
17 attacks from the clan rats into the Terrorgeist. Wait a second. Who charged 2?
He charged me.
Okay, it's no terror test. You do a fear test first, though. And you pass. So 17 attacks, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 6s. We got 1. 6 plus regeneration. Makes it. Terrorgeist attacking back with 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 2s. Woohoo! Thunderstomp. 5 of them, wounding on 2s. We got 4.
Can I
All
armor
you
save?
have is your nothing, no parry on that, so you will lose 5. Skaven charge, banner, 3 ranks for 5, and then 5 wounds from the Terrorgeist. Tie combat. Moving to this combat over here, we have D3 crushing attacks from the Doom Wheel.
Grind.
Grind attacks, we have 3. Wounding on a... what's your strength?
6.
Yes, you are 6. Wounding on 2. 3 wounds, and there's dead. 2d6 attacks from all the hamsters. We got 5 attacks. 5 attacks hitting on 3s. And wounding on 5s. We got 1. 5 plus armor. 6 plus parry. Nope, it was a skeleton. Thinking that we might get 1 more attack over here on the Doom Wheel because of the bell. 1 more attack hitting on 3. And wounding on a 5. There's a wound. 5 plus armor. And 6 plus parry. So that'll be 1 more dead skeleton. It attacks back from the skeletons with their champion, hitting on 4. Not bad. And wounding on a 6. 1. 4 plus armor save.
Yep.
Makes it. And the skeletons lose by 4. Moving on to this combat over here, we have the chieftain hitting 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s, I believe. Yeah.
2 attack.
2 6 plus armor saves. You
Could I have issued a challenge?
Would you want to issue a challenge?
I don't know.
They're Skaven. And hold on. Okay, do you want to issue a challenge there, Josh?
No, there's more rules clarification on camera.
Okay.
Too much.
This is me trying to learn the game. Is it what, 2?
2 6 plus armor saves. And 2 6 plus parries. You lose 1 skeleton. Then your Gracier, he hits on a 3. And he wounds on a 4. Nope. You have a Rat Ogre hitting on a 3.
Oh, everything's getting +1 attack.
Oh, let's roll some extra attacks. So 1 more rat for the Rat Ogre. He got 3 hits. He's wounding on a 2. That is 2 6 plus parries. They're 2 dead. 1 more attack for the Gracier. He hits, wounds on a 4. That'll be a 5 plus armor save. 6 plus parry.
Really good at rolling ones.
A lot of 1s. Chieftain, 3. And 3. 5 plus armor save. Nope, 6 plus armor save. And you made it. 14 attacks from the clan rats now into the skeletons. We are hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. 5 plus armor save. Made 3. And 6 plus parry. Made 1. 2 die. Alright. This is the part of the game I'm not a big fan of. This model and this model must attack the Screaming Bell. This model and this model...
What about my rats?
Oh, you have more attacks. Well, I'm going to continue to explain this. We'll do your rats. Can choose to attack the bell, the unit of rats beside them, or the giant rats over here.
This is totally wrong. There we go.
This model right here and this model can choose to attack the chieftain or the bell. This model and this model can choose to attack the chieftain or the unit. This model and this model must attack the unit. But first we'll do your attacks. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, so weapon skill 2 over here. Alright, what's weapon skill of a giant rat? Is it 3? Okay.
I just.
And 4s. We got 2 more. 5 plus armor. And 6 plus parry.
I don't think I can parry to the side, can I?
You are correct, sir. Ooh, look at you knowing the rules. Noting that we forgot the fear test over here. Let's see if it would have made a difference. You would have failed. Roll again for the Battle Center Bear.
No, actually,
You- you
because
did.
it's 7 plus the rank.
They don't get a rank. You have to have 5 models of a rank.
Oh, never mind.
So you would have failed, and they would have been hitting these guys on a 5. No, their weapon skill down to no. They would hit on 4 anyway,
Oh,
not 3s. That's all. So I don't think you did a whole lot of hits. So we realized that they would have been feared, but we'll continue on anyway. All right, correcting myself over here. This unit here could also attack the chieftain because they are kind of all lined up properly. So Josh wanted to put all the attacks on the characters. So he's going to put 6 attacks plus the champion, so 7 attacks on the chieftain, right?
Yes.
And 4 attacks onto the Grey Seer himself. So there'll be 7 attacks on the chieftain. Which weapon skill on him? 5?
I think so.
So I think he might be hitting on 5s. 7 attacks hitting on 5s. We got 3. Toughness 4, wounding on 5s. Nothing.
No.
And you have 4 attacks hitting the Grey Seer on 4s. No hits.
Don't gotta worry about that.
So end of combat, we got not enough models to disrupt. So we have 3 ranks and a banner. But Cullen charged, has an extra banner, and has a flank. So however wounds you've lost,
So 8.
plus 3. So 11 more skeletons will die and crumble at the end of the game, or end of the combat phase. Backing up 1 second, there would have been one more skeleton right here. 2 attacks would attack the rats, hitting on 3 so they are feared, and wounding on a 4. So you got 1 more death, so 1 more guy's alive, and this rat is dead. But still, that many crumbles. Vampire counts turn 3. No charges to declare because nothing is a valid target at the moment. Starting with the Vampire Lord, he is going to continue his trek across this battlefield. And we're going to reform these zombies. Going on to the magic phase. Woohoo! 3 dice. For Josh.
Nope.
Channels for Cullen.
No.
So 2 on 3. Alright, going for broke and trying to do 3 dice Curse of Years onto the big unit. Maybe?
Yeah, it's on 12.
Total of 15.
No.
Oh, they are cursed. On a 6, the Grey Seer takes a wound. On a 6, the Bell takes a wound. The Bell is a 4 plus ward. The Bell,
No.
the Bell had a 2 plus ward, didn't he? Because of magic resistance.
Yeah.
I'm laughing with you. Join in, please. Please. You're making me look like a jerk. Chieftain on a 6. Nope. That rat, Warlock. Yes. Happens at the same time, so you are still going to get your magic resistance. You have a 5 plus ward on the Warlock over here. Takes a wound. This Warlock with the condenser. Nope. And then the rest of the rats. And 44 rats now going to take wound on a 6. And the 8 that we didn't have enough dice for a couple more. And a 5 up ward from magic resistance. So a 3 die. And that will heal this Necromancer. And that Skaven Warlord model right there is now the Grey Seer. We don't have a model for him right now. Alright, moving on to the shooting phase over here. You still have full wounds?
I do.
So you get a total of 13?
Yep.
That will kill 6 of these clan rats. That'll be the end of the shooting phase. Moving on to the combat phase. Josh wants to do this one first, so you attack first. You have 11 attacks. Fear test. They fail. I don't think within 12 your general will measure that. Not in 12 of the battle standard bearer. So they are weapon skill 1.
Hitting on 6s?
11 attacks, hitting on 5s. 4 hits, wounding on 6s.
No.
Terrorgeist attacks back. He has 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s. You got a... I guess you got a parry. That's a drop die.
Oh!
There you go. Stomp.
1.
2. Wounding on 2s. You got nothing till 2 deaths. And the Terrorgeist loses combat by 2, so he loses 2 wounds, going down to 4. Doomwheel combat, grind attacks. We have D3. We have 3, wounding on 2s. 2. No saves.
I knew that.
And 2d6 attacks from the hamsters. We have 7. Wounding on... Sorry, hitting on... I keep forgetting weapon skill.
3.
3s. Hitting on 3s. 5 hits. Wounding on 4s? 5s, because their toughness 3, strength 2.
Yeah.
5 plus armor, 6 plus parry. That kills 2 more. So all he left is the champion. Champion attacks back.
He's got this.
He's got 2 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 6s. Nothing, and he crumbles and dies. Cullen gonna reform. Not that it really matters, but there you go. This one over here, we got 2 fear tests to make. Let's go fear test in the big clan rat unit.
Nope.
That's 2 dice. So why don't you roll 2 dice? You pass, and the
Little ones?
little one's over there. You pass. Chieftain attacks first. He's got 3 attacks hitting on 3s. You got 3 hits, wounding on 3s. You got 2 wounds. You have a 6 plus armor save. And a 6 plus parry. Killing 1. 20 attacks from the clan rats in the front. We're adding the Grey Seer in as well because everybody's kind of bunched up together and they're all hitting and wounding on the same. So 20 attacks hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. 5 plus armor save. Make 1. And a 6 plus parry. Save 1 more, so 4 die. Got 5 attacks from the side, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. We got 1 5 plus armor save. And no parry. The 3 models up here and the 3 models behind are all going to attack the Grey Seer, so that's 6 attacks. And then these 4 are going to attack the Chieftain. You want to do the Chieftain? And this one attack will attack the Giant Rat. Hitting on a 4 on the Grey Seer. You have 3 hits, and you're wounding on a 4. That's 1 wound. Grey Seer goes down to 1 wound. These 4 models, including the Champion, has 5 attacks against the Chieftain, hitting on 5s, I think. And wounding on a 5. No. And you have 1 attack on the side here. Hitting not on that. And at the end of combat, Skeleton's losing 9 more. Top of turn 4, no charges declared for Skaven, but moving the Doom Wheel in the compulsory phase. 2d6, 5 inches forward. You have to measure that one, it's going to be tight.
So it's going to come here.
Just exactly enough.
He's going to move up to here and pivot that way.
With reform on the rats on the side. Failing to do so. Rerolling for the banner though. And still failing. At this point, I'm going to make a note that I think something may have been done wrong. Looking at the Skaven Codex, which I'm not overly familiar with, but I did try to look it over before we started doing these games. The bell, when targeted by shooting, at the unit I should say, you fire your weapons at the unit or at the bell. So a unit of say 20 archers firing at this unit, choose whether they're going to shoot at the bell and the Grey Seer or the clan rats. That being the case, when Curse of Years was cast, should it have been cast at the unit or the bell, or does it hit everybody together? I think there's probably a valid argument for either way, but I don't know if Curse of Years would have only hit one or the other. Comment below if you know the answer to that one. Going on to the magic phase, we're getting 7 dice for Cullen, and you have 3 channels still. Getting another one for 8, and 2 channels for Josh.
Nope.
For nothing. Off the hop, Cullen's gonna try to dispel Curse of Years, and he just gets it. Cullen opting to cast Skitter Leap on his Gray Seer with 5 dice. He gets it. Josh is going to use his 5 dice to dispel it. We'll add it up and come back and let you know what happened. No, I think it went off. And at the top of turn 4, deciding to hide his general way over here in the corner of the table. Changing it up, putting him over here, just to keep the leadership bubble happening. Moving on to the shooting phase, starting up over here. We have Artillery Dice Strength 2, against the zombie unit. First one, wounds on a 5, doesn't do anything. Next one, wounds on a 5, it'll kill a zombie. Hold on. And the last one, wounds on a 5, he's going to allocate it to a zombie, obviously, and does not do anything. They were all wounding on 4s because they're withered. Mortar into these guys. Direct hit. The guy under the template wounded on a 4. Nope. And the rest are wounded on 15 or 5. You roll 50 on one die. Looks like we got 3 and 3 dead. And now we have impact hits over here. 2.
3.
All plus 1.
Yep.
All right. You're gonna choose to allocate them to a zombie. Wounding on a 2. 2 zombies die.
Right.
2d6 attacks from the Doom Wheel. We got 5. And you're choosing to attack the unit or the Necromancer.
The Necromancer.
Popping hit the zombies. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s, so they are withered. We got 1 dead zombie. Necromancer has 1 attack over here, Josh.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 6s. Nothing. And a zombie hits on a 5. Nothing. So you lost combat by enough to crumble completely.
Charge. 3 or 4 wounds.
Crumbled to death. Moving on to this combat, the chieftain attacks first. Wait, fear test. 2 dice. They are good, and fear test for the giant rats. They fail, but they reroll for the banner. They're good. So, chieftain, 3 attacks hitting on 3s. And 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 1 6+ armor save. And 6+ parry. Nope, lose a guy.
A lot.
From here.
16 attacks from the unit attacking the skeletons, as many that can fit on them and the champion. Attacks hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. 6 5-up armor saves. You made 2 of them. And 4 for 6-up parries. Nope. None. So that's all of them dead. And reforming. Combat over here, we have 11 attacks. Oh, fear test first. He passed? I don't know what you were waiting for.
I didn't hear the beep.
Oh, the camera's recording. Now we have 11 attacks. You passed. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 6s.
3.
Whoa! 6+ regenerations. You take 2 wounds and you're down to 2.
Work done.
3 attacks hitting on
4.
4 attacks hitting on 4s. Wounding on 2s. There's 1 parry. Nope. And Thunderstomp, you need a 6 here. Or 4. Might not be enough. Wounding on 4s. Or 2s. 4 wounds. No saves, is dead. And clearing enough to exactly tie and no more crumbling. Alright, charge declare. You're going to charge your Lord and your Grave Guard into the giant rats.
You bet.
How far away are you?
What I just showed, 10.
10, so you're looking at a 6-inch charge?
Yep.
Go for it. Making it with a 9.
So.
Magic phase, 2d6. Getting 3, and you get 1 channel. Nope, and 3 channels over here, no channels. Going for the level 12, or sorry, the 12th to cast invocation. Getting it? Nope, not getting it.
Nope. Off by 1.
Going on to the shooting phase, we have a Death Shriek. 2d6 plus 2. No wounds. Moving on to combat. What do you want to do first?
Just for fun, we'll do the.
Alright, we have
first.
11 attack. Oh, fear test.
Make it.
Okay, and you have 11 attacks, correct. Hitting on 4s.
I believe it.
Wounding on 6s.
Oh.
6 regenerations.
6 or 4?
Or 4. 6 plus regenerations, what did I say? You take
There's
3
3 and
wounds
he's
and
dead.
die.
Wah wah.
Reform those guys?
They're going to be up here, but on that angle.
Yes, sir. In this combat, we have a fear test you have to make.
It's 3d6. Because the
Oh,
yeah.
3d6 because the Screaming Banner and your minus 1 leadership because of the
Yep.
unholy dark majesty.
So I
Aura of Dark
So it's 3d6 add to.
You are passing the fear test though. So your Lord attacks first. He has a great weapon, but always strikes first. So he has, I think, 5 attacks.
5 attacks.
At initiative 7, hitting on 3s. We got 3 hits, wounding on 2s. We got 3 dead rats. There'll be 2 rats left attacking back before my Josh's great weapons. No hits. Now we have 10 attacks with the great weapons, hitting on I think 3s because you are weapon skill 4.
I'm just gonna.
Yep.
Just gonna take them away.
I'm just gonna pick these up.
Okay. Hitting on 3s, just see if you could fail it, and wounding on 2s. You definitely got it, so they're all dead.
Yeah.
There you go. They're dead. And Josh the Bold attempting to overrun, or going to overrun, 7 inches. I think you're going to definitely make it in, so just push forward as much as you can. Close the door as much as you can. And he'll do the rest on himself.
You gotta stay
Boom.
an inch away.
Turn 5, charges to declare. Okay, fine, they're in. Boom. Alright, magic phase.
11.
You always roll that well.
And then you have 3 channels.
No.
You have 11, and Josh has 6, but you have 1 channel. He has 7. Grave Seers and try to cast Skitter Leap on 2 dice. He gets it with a total of 14. You need to stop this. Attempting to stop it with level 1, because all he has left.
Yeah.
Hey, you got it. That's a lot of 6s. This Grave Seers attempt to cast Cloud of Corruption with 4 dice.
What?
We're talking off camera how you should not try to miscast and kill yourself. Only roll conservatively.
4 wasn't even that bad.
Oh, sorry. We're having fun, though.
I'm completely serious in all this.
Alright. That's not bad.
This guy takes a strength 6 hit, wounding on 2. Oh! Alright, this guy takes strength 6 hit. He has no armor save, he's dead. This wizard, strength 6 hit. And
Goes down to 1
he's on 1 wound. Losing dice, and that is it. Moving on. Cullen, tell us what that actually does.
What?
That spell you cast.
Oh yeah, it actually did go off. It gives all this unit poison attacks.
Poison attacks for the clan rats, okay. Moving on to the shooting phase. What's the strength of the Doom Wheel? 4. I'm letting you roll all 3 right now because it doesn't really matter. 3 of them, wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound with a 5 up, 6 plus armor save. And 1 dies.
Is that
That'll be the end of the shooting phase, going on to the combat phase. 5 attacks with the Vampire Lord with his great weapon and always
my
strikes
attack is
first. Oh, grind attack. Yeah, that's right, they grind from the side. So, grinding 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That'll be 2 dead. On the plus side, these rats can't attack now. Woo! Attacks hit the Doom Wheel on 3s. We got 4 hits, and your toughness 6.
Yes.
Wounding on 3s. Doom Wheel is dead. Blah. Now, before anybody over here attacks, there's a fear test at -1 on 3 dice. 1 more die.
Oh.
That really matters, I guess, at this
So I'm
point.
re-rolling.
So you failed. Next one. And you passed.
No, it's canceling out because I have the.
Oh, that's right. You don't get to reroll.
Oh.
What's that ability called?
He has got Fear Incarnate.
So you will be forced to reroll successful past fear tests, but if you have the banner, they just cancel each other out. The Chieftain attacking now, hitting the Graveguard on 5s. We have 2 hits, wounding on 4s. We have 1 wound. So now we have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the pistol over for the Warlock and the Champion for 14 attacks onto the Graveguard. It was a 6 plus armor save for the last one, we didn't catch on kit. Well, there you go.
There it is.
And 14 attacks, hitting on 5s. Because of poison, the auto wound. So we have 5+ armor saves. One survives, one dies. These two attacking the warlock. These two attacking the chieftain. One in the middle attacking that guy. So the one in the middle hitting on a 3. Nope. 2 on the warlock. We have 2 attacks hitting on a 3. 1 wounding on a 2. That'll put a wound on him. No armor save, so he's dead.
Yep.
Good. And then 2 on the chieftain hitting on 3s and wounding on 2s. Killing blow, no armor save, so you have 5+ ward against one of them. And you made it, and you'll have a... For the other one that wasn't killing blow is a 6+ armor save. And a 5+ ward save. There he goes, now he dies. He had 1 wound left, right? Yeah. So over here, the vampire counts did 3 wounds on the Doom Wheel, 2 wounds on the characters over here for 5. You have a charge for 6 and a banner for 7. The rats have 3 wounds, 3 ranks, a charge, and a banner.
Flank.
Vampire counts losing by 2. Alright, attempting to do a combat reform for the vampire counts leadership test. They are able to. Cullen also wants to make a reform. He automatically does. So we're going to roll off to see who's going to make the reform first. So you get a 6 for the vampire counts, 6 for the Skaven. Reroll again, guys. 2 and 6. Cullen gets a reform first. Everybody reforming like so. Cullen wanted to make more ranks but couldn't come in here and get within one of his other units, so he had to be stuck in this formation. And then Josh kept everybody in combat on this side but turned to face and got a bunch more attacks in. Vampire counts turn 5, going right onto the magic phase.
Getting a little better.
Channels?
Channel.
Nope. 4, and no channel for you.
Wondering if I'm...
4 dicing Invocation of the Heck. 12, 13 total. 3 dicing Dispel. And you're going to get it off, Josh. D6 plus 1. 4 more great weapon wielding Graveguard. Going on to combat now, your Lord attacks first. He has 5 attacks. Hitting on... Oh, wait.
Fear test.
Fear test. 3d6. -1 leadership. And you fail. So, hitting on 3s. And we got 4 hits. Wounding on 2s. 3 parry saves.
1.
2 die. 15 attacks hitting on 5. 6s are still poison. Ooh. 4 poisons. We have 2 wounding on a 5. Nope. So you have 5 of armor saves. And 2 go down. 12 attacks back, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. Parries.
What?
Vampire counts winning this combat by 6, and you're -1 leadership, so I think you're double... No. So it's actually 3 to stay in this combat. And they're going to flee. Are you going to overrun?
Yes.
Okay. So your flee distance is 8. Oh, +1, 9. And... Oh, his +1 Skaven rule gets him away. Cullen fleeing on this angle, but this you don't have to test for panic for a broken unit. So that was -1 leadership because he isn't within 6 of the general, or sorry, the Fear Incarnate over here. He flees 12.
Wow.
Directly away from the center. So you're going this way. And panic test for your general for being run through. He runs 10 inches. Fleeing back over to here. Now we have the... Oh, that thing. Poison wind leadership. Because Cullen could have chose the order of his panic, he would have did his general last. So that guy would have passed. And these guys were fled through. And they're also going to flee. 3 inches. And this is a venom thicket, so there will be a bunch of dangerous terrain tests. How many got in here? 26?
There was. I know they had to go through it before. So.
25 for this unit. 25 for the unit. On 1s, you're going to lose a guy. I think you just got 1.
2.
Already. 2? Not bad. So it's just going to go 3 of these guys. And 6 from this unit. Dangerous terrain. 1. And following up with this challenge.
Am I in there or no?
Well, you will clip the fungus forest, which is improperly marked. And they are now stupid. 1 more banner dies over here as he fled. Top of turn 6, charges to declare.
None.
None. Okay, compulsory moves. Gotta rally.
Gonna rally the
General, leadership 7.
Oh,
Odd double ones on back of death.
you're not a mag death.
Okay, so he rallies. We rally now. The big clan rat unit,
Yep.
they
No.
are gonna flee. They're definitely off table because there's nowhere to fit. And they're gonna flee through the general and flee through the warp lightning cannon. So panicking the general once again. Roll anything for flee and he's off the table. Panicking the war machine. He cannot shoot. And trying to rally these guys. They rally. Cullen choosing not to reform after his rally because he'll have to take a dangerous terrain because of the venom thicket. I think this is okay. If he just stays aiming this way, no dangerous terrain. Comment below if I'm wrong though. Moving on to remaining moves. More rally to do over here. Missed this guy. Hey, he rallies. Okay, going in the bottom of turn 6, Josh opting to do absolutely nothing. We're going to tally up points and let you know who won. Alright, after doing all the math, counting the dead banners, counting the dead generals and all that stuff, Cullen scored 1,285 victory points and Josh scored 1,790 vampire count victory. Good job, boys. Okay, I hope a lot of that was right. Skaven is very, very new to me. Both these players are very, very new to the game. Comment below, please, if there's anything done wrong, let me know. Quote page numbers, please. It does help me find and resolve my mistakes faster. Now, we're going to go into the vault and play another game. If you're not already a vault member, you can click the link below and get yourself a 7-day free trial and watch that game. Watch all the other stuff we do here at MiniWarGaming. Watch Chris's painting tips and tricks. And it really helps us support us to make these videos. For me to get these guys to come in here and hang out and help me learn the rules and play these games. So, we're going to the vault right now. Thanks for watching, and happy wargaming.